Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another exciting week of the Baddy Valorant League. I'm Kaiser, once again joined by Disenchanted. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well, ready to cast yet another game with the Senpai's CUM guys in it. This time on Ascent. Is a big match, isn't it?
Yeah, Revenge of the Bus, Kopai's Come Highs are both 2-1, and the round differential is pretty heavily in the Revenge of the Bus favor. Not to mention there's pretty low chance of there ever even being that three-way tie to make that matter. So this match probably determines who's going to end up with that, top 2 seed here.
Yeah, and that's going to be pretty important here coming into week 3 out of 5. Um, when trying to factor in people for the playoffs. So both of these teams looking strong. Both trying to make it to the, of course, pick up as many wins as they can. Looks like we're going to see KO on both sides, maybe.
Yeah, interesting to see is this is the first week that KO is allowed to be played in the BVL. First time we've had that even situation come up for us as last year Sky came out a little too late and everything. So this is going to be a big thing here. It could be a big change up for, big shake up for the league. I'm really excited to see this KO. Hoping Senpai locks it in, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him swap over to something like Reyna.
Yeah, and it looks like he is going to swap to that Reyna, so no KO from that side. But it looks like they, for the most part, they have ults that are ults and abilities they can kind of play around the KO abilities, ability cancels, I should say.
Yeah, and actually, now that I was thinking about it, also like this is week 4 of the league, so this is actually
Oh yeah, that's what I'm.
guarantees.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guarantees that top, whoever's gonna have a higher seed than the other here. So this match is pretty important here. Is we're gonna get a very hopefully great match here coming up for us. Got wacky camera going on. He's not even following wacky. It doesn't make sense.
This is a nice spot.
yeah. It looks like Revenge of the Bust is looking at a A-sided push. Maybe I'll go mid, but Cookies with the KO, he's gonna lurk here. Maybe put some pressure on B side. See what they can do with that.
People talk about Wacky's Cypher, but he's not even throwing up those one-ways. A little interesting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he doesn't need him. He's just like, I got this. Oh, and
Senpai.
I think he's not done.
No! Senpai's gonna get taken down by Cookies there. That was a big pickup there. He's gonna go rejoin his team now, looks like. Oh, he's actually gonna help him out with the suppression knife coming down. He's gonna get Locket. Locket's forced to retreat, and they're gonna try to get on this A side, but the Wacky cage is there. They're a little afraid to walk through it. Ooh, they walk through it indeed, and Wacky is still gonna go down. Not able to secure that, but active Locket's gonna get one, but he's gonna be easily taken down by Blam. Tuna Sub's gonna turn it into a 4v1, but I don't know what Bunny Prince can do here. Bunny Prince is gonna get one. Ooh, that shock dart hit him. I don't think he realizes the glass was broken because of the shock dart. I think he thought someone was there.
Yeah, it looks like he backs off for that. And let's take a headshot while he's walking away. This is real tough.
Dart is gonna see one, and there's no point saving, but that 18 health is not looking very strong.
He's going for the shock dart.
Does land it, and Sova is gonna go low, but Tizzy is gonna pop out from around the corner and finish off the Bunny Prince, secure that round 1 win.
Yep, and pistol round going over to Revenge of the Bust. See if they force buy here, try and secure themselves a second one on the board. Looks like they're gonna go with a similar strategy to last time, or they're gonna hover towards B this time.
I was gonna point out, I was really actually surprised to see that their initiator in KO was lurking, but the way it played out was really fantastic for them, obviously, at the end of the day.
Yeah, and this is special here. They we've got the defenders stacking B now, and this is into the B rush.
Well, I'm gonna throw out that blind. He's gonna get blinded himself. He's gonna be hiding out here. Hopefully he can make something happen. Cookies is gonna take down Splinter. Blam is low, 34 health. Oh no, but the Bunny Prince is gonna get taken down himself, and now we're once again in a 4v1 situation. Senpai, what can you do with this Sheriff?
Spike planted.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just don't find the frags, and they're kind of just pushing.
Yeah,
And
collapsing, and that is a scary sight. Nice pickup once again. Revenge of the Bust securing that round 2 victory. It looks like they're gonna have a bonus coming their way as well.
yep. And if they can secure this round, that's a that's a big, it's an easy way to steamroll the half. So we're gonna see how they play it. But Senpai's CUM guys, they're gonna go back to a normal defense. They're gonna need to slow it down and just hold those sights. Maybe
Ready.
not play for retake. Do whatever's right.
This goes here.
Either way, one team's gonna win.
Looks like they're kind of planning on playing a little bit more of a default this time around. You see kind of just them hanging out. Nothing going yet, but Senpai's
Lamb is all the way up mid.
Senpai made it up cat here.
I think that's Blam.
Or Blam, excuse me. Yeah, good call there. I meant Blam does make it up
Active
cat
block
and
takes
does
him
get
out.
taken down. Nice pickup from Active Locket. He was Blam knew where he was and is still able to get the kill. Very impressive
Yep.
there.
Also able to get info onto mid. They have 2 there. Fortunately, market player goes down.
Right
It's
here.
gonna be a drone coming out for the Sova there, and it's gonna see 2. I believe it saw KO walking away there, so they should know that there's at least 2 going back towards mid. And they should have an educated idea that they're going towards B main here.
Yeah, and it looks like Senpai is gonna be wary of that. He's gonna play all the way back
Oh,
in
the
boat
boost
house.
is coming. Oh, Senpai is gonna get taken out by Tuna Sub. A little cheeky attempt from the Omen there, but that is not gonna work out. Ooh, Senpai saw the second one, but did not manage to get any shots off before he tried to run away from that flash. And we are in a 3v2 situation. Make that a 3v1 situation. Tizzy, you are all alone. Tizzy does pick up 1. 3 health, though. You are in a dangerous situation. You've got Wacky and Senpai on the other sides of you, and you've got the bomb.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
that is
She
big.
takes it Wacky. He's coming around the other side though. Senpai knows.
Yeah, Senpai's just gonna spray through the box, pick up the free kill on the low health Tizzy there. Nice, calm reaction from Senpai, waiting, recognizing that there wasn't enough time for any action to happen unless he made that action happen.
Yep. And we're
I
gonna
want
see
pick up my
Senpai's CUM
tags.
guys pick up their first round. They're not gonna have enough money to buy fully this round, and unfortunately for them, Revenge of the Bust does, as they're on a bonus round. But this is
Yeah,
an
the power of
important
the
round
bonus.
now.
That goes there.
Yeah, the power of the bonus is pretty strong. Revenge of the Bust, if losing that round effectively meant nothing to them, assuming they can pick up this one.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna see an awkward dart. It's gonna land right there, and oh, it's gonna hit Active Locket. Nice darts there. Got that nice dart cam as well. That's a lot of health missing at the start of a round.
Yeah.
Playing this
Big pick,
default.
big poke.
Cover going out.
Slow round
Omen's
coming
coming.
out here.
Omen's gonna throw the smoke out and try to prevent the mid push from coming straight through mid. Senpai does get taken out by Cookies. Nice pickup from him there. That immediately turns this into a 5v4, and he's gonna try to rejoin his team. I can lock it. Ooh, he does get away.
Oh,
Nice pickup, has that Spectre, and still managed to pick something up and make something out of it. Wacky getting one
Wacky
himself.
gets 2.
It's low health here. They've got
My
the
eyes are
sight,
dull.
but
Cage
this is a
trigger.
4v2. Seems like they're just
Yeah.
gonna let him take it.
And Senpai's CUM guys, they're well on their way to taking a thrifty
30
round
seconds
here.
It's a big round. This side of the Revenge of the Bus does have 2 full guns here, but they're both in hell. The enemy should know where they are.
Yeah, but
Both
Active
blinded.
Lucky's got a nice.
Blind might have been a little too late. As Blind's gonna be able to pick
Blam.
up both. That is huge. That is not what you want. Master Splinter is gonna try to drop down by himself, but Blam and Cookies taking out the rest of the team themselves, saying no, we're not losing the advantage of our bonus round.
They just held them. They were in hell. They just held them off. Crazy.
I mean, you got the better guns, and Blam and Cookies seem like they are locked and loaded, and they're on fire right now. They're definitely ready for this game.
Yeah, and really nice. They get to save their teammates' eco. They all should be able to buy a decent amount this round. Looks like they're almost on a full buy again.
Wacky gonna try to make something happen with his sheriff here. Unfortunately, does not pick up Blam. Oh, but Blam's gonna pick up Wacky himself, and there's a 5v4, and already they're in a very bad situation that they're gonna be attempting to make it work. Cookies picks one up. That's a nice attempt from Senpai. You know, the money's low, try to make something happen, but Cookies was waiting for it.
Yep. Just been doing this B main lurk quite a bit. Probably knows that Senpai likes to push out, get aggressive wherever he's defending. So, well played by him so far to stop that aggression. Looks like they're gonna do a B site hit. Defenders aren't quite ready for it.
They are going to get the smokes off. The nice utilities droppage is going to come on down, and they're going to get a free bomb plant. Going to be a 5v3 situation as well. This is going to with no guns on the side of the Kopais. Oh, the wall comes down. Oh, they do just barely manage to shoot it down. Active Locket made be a little aggressive there, getting taken down by Blam.
Master Splinter very low. Still, this is a possible situation here.
Yeah, and that's going to be a flawless coming out for Revenge of the Bus. That is a huge pickup. They're coming into the 6th round in a 4-to-1 win round ratio. That is crazy already for the beginning of this game, especially when you're, against the likes of Senpai and Wacky.
Yeah, they're really starting to take over this game. Even if they lose a round now, it's not too bad. They still got money to buy. As long as they, don't get flawless or, killed. They only killed one or something. They should be pretty set for the next few rounds.
Yeah, the Kopais do need to make something happen here. They need to try to survive, win this round with it, and survive with as many guns as possible. Their economy is looking rough as the B push comes in. They're coming in hot and heavy. Blinded is going to be coming through. Master Splinter's going to land a nice blind, but Senpai's going to get traded out by Cookies. Blam's going to pick up one for himself, and suddenly we're once again in a situation that's looking really good for Revenge of the Bus.
Yeah, 4v3 on site. They pick up another one. They're just charging through at this point. Active Locket, nice pickup. Ooh, he gets another.
That's big. They had no idea where Active Locket is. Now Cookies is on the site.
They're going to be able to play together here. He's trying to get a pick, though.
Trying to turn it into a 1v1 situation. Oh no, Active Locket.
Ooh,
that was an aggressive play. The flash is going to come out, and that flash is going to land.
Wacky there. Doesn't get the shot.
Oh. Cookie is going to be, once again, able to pull off a clutch round.
Vandal difference. Great headshots. Phantom not quite enough at that range for Wacky to finish off the kill. Very unfortunate. 5-1 for Revenge of the Bus. They're really starting to steamroll this attack. It's like they're gonna get confident, go for an all-out A hit. Maybe a lurk mid, but
yeah, these kind of been able to do whatever they want. Oh, Wacky with the nice 360 dapper spin, trying to make something happen, but
oh, he's going through it.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Yeah. Wacky suddenly finds himself facing 5 members of Revenge of the Bus.
Oh my god, he just goes straight for
Oh,
it.
Active Locket, why are you reloading there? That is a huge pickup from Blam. Nice double headshot. He's going for his third, and he's going to be able to pick up the Bunny Prince and get the 3rd kill, as Master Splinter is now in a 1v5 situation once again.
Just farming.
Oh, Blam picks up the 4th kill and his 3rd, I believe, headshot kill of that round. Nice plays coming out of him. He is looking locked in.
Yeah, big 4K. Another attack win for Revenge of the Bust. And they are just looking on fire. We're gonna get another gun round out of Kopai's cum highs. Maybe they can pull this one back. They can, they can still win out here.
That goes there.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah, the game's definitely not over yet. Especially on a map like Ascent, if you kind of get rolling, it seems like it's a lot easier to get rolling than on a lot of other maps. It's a lot harder to stop. Especially when you get control of this map, especially that mid control, or you can just push the site however you want. Oh, the Cookies ult's coming in. Here comes the very first KO ult of the season. The suppressions are going to come in. Wacky
I
is
know where
right
Wacky
on
is.
site. He's going to be dead on site now as Cookies throws that utility, and Splinter tries to push through and get a kill, but he just gets killed by Tuna Sub.
Yeah, and they're just gonna take site and hold it. They didn't lose anyone. They're this is tough.
Yeah, that was a very nice execution from the side of Revenge of the Bust. Very scary how well they coordinated and made that work out. Free P's gonna pick up Senpai. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything you can do except save your guns now if you're the side of the Kopais.
Yeah, 2v4, not enough time at all. They're just gonna have to go for the save. They're gonna give up this rounds. I don't know if next round is gonna be a half buy, or I think it will be. 5 ults still. On the side of Senpai's CUM guys. Not getting the chances to use them.
Yeah, having a team of complete, alt utility and not being able to use it at all for rounds is pretty devastating. Revenge of the Bust are just doing whatever they want right now.
Yeah. Everything they're doing is it's just working. They just got God mode on, cheats enabled.
Definitely must feel that way if you're the side of Senpai's, or excuse me, Kopai's CUM guys. Did the double arrow once again, but Active Lock at this time was prepared. Not going to get taken down or any health loss from that this time, but we are going to still see Blam pick up Wacky early on, get that first kill. Ooh, Splinter's going to ult behind them. He's going to see, I believe it was the Sova and the Sage there, and they're going to take down that ultimate. Oh, Active Lock looked away at the worst possible moment. And this again, it looks like we're getting the site for free with no members dying. Cookies. Oh, Senpai was waiting for it. Just barely was not able to pick up the 1 kill that they so desperately need.
Yeah, now it's going to be a 2v5. This is a familiar situation right now. We haven't seen too many members of Revenge of the Bust dying this game. They're even gonna shoot down the wall to try and hunt some guns down.
Tunisub's gonna pick up Senpai. The ult's gonna come out for Bunny Prince. It's gonna be a nice ult, but oh no, Reyna! Nice pickup from Blam, getting another triple kill. These multi-kills have been coming out in multitudes for Blam over here.
And that's gonna end up being another kind of stunted buy out of Revenge of the Bust. They haven't been able to work with anything. They're just constantly down on resources, sorry, Kopais. Constantly just down on resources, can't get anything rolling. They're gonna have to have a nasty attack side.
Ooh, Wacky's gonna be able to pick up one himself there. Nice pickup too. Gets it onto Blam, and the Kopais might be breathing a sigh of relief for the first time this entire match.
Yeah, and we're gonna see the standoff again between Cookies and Blam. They're kind of not pushing each other, just trying to be the one to hold. But
Wacky's
Rez
pushed
coming
up.
out.
Do they know he's pushed up though? That's the real question.
I don't think they know.
Oh, almost picks up the 3rd onto Tunisub there, but Senpai's going to be able to clean that up for him. And we are now in a 3v1 situation. Active Lock does pick up that kill. Freefy looking really unhealthy over here as he is sitting with just a little 33 health in a 1v2 situation. Ooh, Splinter is going to pick him up with that Ares. Is going to grab the Phantom as well. That is a much needed round for the side of the Kopais.
Yeah, if they can string together a 4 and 8, that's that's a lot of hopium.
In addition, like if you can, the game of Valorant being so momentum and swingy, heavy, it's just one of those things that if you can end a half, on the up and up, I feel like your confidence coming into the next half makes you feel like, okay, we can do this. So even if it's not for the round score itself, the confidence that it brings along with it is just immeasurable.
Yeah, picking up few round wins in a row. Always good for their confidence. Active Block is going to get aggressive out here. Blam's
Like
going
the
to push him
aggressive,
back.
but Blam is waiting in the the wings for him. Just gets the clean headshot onto Active Locket. Unfortunately, we're once again in a 5v4 situation. It looks like the rest of Revenge of the Bust are just waiting.
Yeah, reloaded unfortunately one too many times there. Probably could have kept holding the angle. But we're gonna see him slowly walk on the B side. Senpai is here. He's ready to get a kill and dismiss.
That dart saw him though.
Ooh,
Still in sight.
unlucky.
Oh, Master Splinter's gonna get taken down right after taking one of his own down. But Senpai, oh, they tried to get the slow plus Soba ult down, but they were not fast enough to do it. But
Ooh,
unfortunately for
Tuna.
Senpai,
Last
Tuna
player
Sub is
standing.
fast enough to go to the other side of this site. Gets up the kill. Bunny Prince does see Blam there,
Spike
but
planted.
Blam's got that. Yeah, he's got that blind, and that's just gonna be a free kill for him. Again, getting another triple kill is for Revenge of the Bust.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, he's just round after round getting these multi kills. He's got almost 2 kills a round. Definitely doing the reign of things here on Ascent. 3-9. This is gonna be tough to come back from, especially if it gets to 2-10. That's, you know, double digits.
Yeah, especially when you lose a lot on defense. So I might just be projecting, but I feel like like the attack is so much harder. Like having the confidence to attack to attack is so important. Swacky, nice clean pickup onto Free Fee. Also gets Blam, but active blocker is active block it there, and Wacky picks up Cookie as well for the third kill. This is a very clean round. This is a new looking team here.
Yeah, they're just going aggressive in mid. Wacky and active block it, taking
Player
control.
standing.
Wacky! Tuna Sub just barely had the crosshair in the wrong spot, and Wacky took advantage of that nice clean kill through the box as Wacky is gonna get the fourth kill. Nice pickup from him, and oh god, he's getting the deep teabagging coming in, trying to get himself psyched up.
Switching sides.
Yeah, and it's gonna be their turn to attack now. You know, they can definitely make a big comeback here. You can definitely control the pace of the game sometimes on attack.
See the camera fly through the map here, getting a nice little time to take a quick break and set up. But you know, if you're the side of the Kopais, how are you taking this attack side down? How are you bringing at least 9 attack or wins before the enemy gets at least 3 defense wins?
It's a tough one. You just kind of gotta be better. Looks like they're gonna go for a pretty fast A hit.
Yeah, I like the attempt here at slowing down that they're doing here. I really like this. They waited for the KO dagger, but KO waited even longer, and Wacky gets seen out by that dagger, I'm pretty sure. So unfortunately, they might realize that there's a swarm of enemies coming on to A.
Yeah, and they are rotating, but it is a little bit late. There's gonna be a little bit of time for the CUM guys to get on the site. They're already taking advantage of it.
You got low health bars on both Wacky and Cookies here as Tuna Sub flashes in, but unfortunately for him, the door is down. He's got nothing he can do with that.
Dart.
Oh, active locket almost caught out Blam while he was reloading. Almost got him in a good opportunity. Senpai, nice pickup onto Blam.
There they are.
Once again, the utility's gonna come flying in, and Freepy is gonna spray through the floor. And oh my goodness, Senpai and Wacky are both gonna pick up the kills of their own. As Wacky saves Senpai's life there. The shots to the back onto Freepy. Nice round pickup from them, a much needed one.
Wacky doing some taps. Not quite getting the first one, but they still ended up with the rounds. Now they have the ability to force pick up another. Spectres across the board. So we get into second round of attack for Senpai's CUM guys. Let's see what they can do with this.
Don't get
You know, this is step 1 of the comeback. They've done it. You know. Step 2, winning this round.
Oh,
getting
Blam's
pushed.
gonna get a
Ooh.
kill on a Senpai as the rest of the team that runs on to A. This is kind of an awkward situation as they've got the A site, but they're down a member.
Yeah, I mean, they still
Spike
have the
planted.
weapon advantage. Blam is going to be a big threat, but active locket coming out. Big flank.
Pick
It's
up from
two.
Active Locket, but Cookies is going to be able to pick up the return trade onto Active Locket, shut down his reign of terror. Oh, they're going to know where they are. And Wacky's going to turn this into a 3v2. Good situation. They should know that they're in heaven at the very least. And they do. Oh,
Ooh,
Cookies, though, picks up one. There's not a lot of time left, and Wacky is going to be
Last
seen.
player
Wacky's going to pick up one, and he's going to pick up two.
Wacky
He's going to
gets
get the
two.
triple kill for the round. Nice round pickup from the side of the Kopais.
Yeah, and they're starting to mount this comeback. They get a bonus round here. I guess it's not going to be completely a bonus round. Anyone who can buy is going to buy, but if they can win this round, it's definitely starting to look very winnable.
Yeah, this is a huge swing already. We do have the first gun round coming out of this half, though, so we'll have to see if this is where Revenge of the Bus can try to maybe slow it down. But so far, it looks like we are very happy to be on attack side. Oh, Senpai's gonna pick up Cookies. I think Blam is there, but they do not see him, and Blam's gonna get sprayed. He's low, he's at 41 health. Oh, Wacky's gonna be up top, and he's gonna get the kill. Tuna Sub, though, does pick up Splinter on the flank.
Where you are.
The Wacky ult's gonna come in, though, so they are gonna be known to where he's at. He is gonna just retreat as they immediately go take the site, as that's a nice pickup from Wacky, and that's another nice pickup from Wacky. Picks up another triple kill once again, as Freefy is now in a situation. Can you do this? Oh, barely misses on doing a lot of damage to Bunny Prince there, as Wacky picks up the quadra kill there. Nice round secure from them.
Running through him.
They have the money now, and they still have some guns, too. This is very big for the side of Revenge of the Bust. If they need to stop this, they need to shut it down if they want to maintain control of this game.
Need a drop.
Huge rounds. They all have guns now, forcing Revenge of the Bust on a save. This is looking like it's gonna be 7-9.
This is a nice suppression, at least from Cookies, getting the information, as they're going to rotate off. Blam is on Cat. Let's see if he decides to maintain his position. Looks like he's going to back off just a little bit. Blam Senpai matchup is going to have to be delayed for another time, as Wacky making a lot of noise and chaos here. Trying to... Seems like he's trying to get the attention of the enemies to their side here.
Yeah, looks like he's keeping them here. They still have 3. Blam is pushing up Cat, though, but he's a little bit too late. All the defenders have rotated through, and he's not going to get the angle from...
As long as he doesn't turn around the corner... Oh...
Ooh.
Did Blam have to break the trap? Or was he suppressed? That's gonna be the tell. Oh, I think Wacky was suppressed before Blam had to break the trap, so he had no idea that Blam was behind him. But this should be a free sight onto B.
Blocking sight.
Yeah, it is very good effort by Wacky here. He completely sold that A take. I mean, it's gonna be 4v5 here, but every one of Senpai's CUM guys is on the site and ready to defend. So we're gonna have to see how this retake goes. Still have worse weaponry.
I don't think that dart was able to see basically anyone because it landed literally in the window. Ooh, Splinter picks up one and gets taken down himself by Blam.
Ooh, Cookies.
Oh, Blam, no, that is going to be 4 members left alive on Revenge of the Bust. A very important round pickup from them as they're finally going to take their round count into the double digits.
Yeah, Revenge of the Bust finally stemming the bleeding,
Thrifty.
getting themselves to 10, and fortunately for them, they're not going to have to buy next round because they all should have been able to pick up guns from the attacker's side. So, very huge pickup for them. They're looking to keep dominating these rounds. Another gun round here, though, still.
Yeah, the nice thing because of the early attack rounds from on this half for the side of the Kopais is that they're not really hurting yet from that loss. Obviously, they don't want to give their opponent a round, especially being behind or anything. But they still very much are in this round right here.
Yeah, this is a very important round.
Nice dart, and yeah, he did not shoot it in time. He's gonna see 2 with that dart or that knife, excuse me. Oh, looks like they're still gonna make the attempted push onto site here. Wait, Tizzy shut the door himself, then shot it to make sure they couldn't shut it themselves. What a play!
Yeah, very heads up, but Senpai gonna pick up the Heaven player. Cookie's going down here.
I
Look at
know
the site.
exactly where you
Tizzy throwing that
Spike
slow
planted.
orb was what gave Wacky the information of that she was there. Now we're in a 5v3 situation, and if you're the side of Revenge of the Bust, you might want to worry about your economy and your money here. You're now in a 5v2. Oh, they get a 4v2 as Blam is just nuts, but Wacky is gonna shut that down, pick up his 3rd kill yet again. Another triple kill from the side of Wacky.
more.
As Freefy gonna have that nice Odin spray alongside the dart to get that information.
Shock dart.
But I don't know if there's going to be anything happening except another death. Yeah, from Wacky. There picks up a quadra kill again.
Yeah, now, they still have pretty good money, but it is going to be a little bit harder for them to buy. Very important round win for Senpai's CUM, guys. They kind of couldn't afford to lose that round because they would have been forced onto a save. So, keeping the game alive here with a good A-take.
Interesting to see what Revenge of the Bust are going to be doing with their money here. It looks like they are just going to force buy, and Freefy's just going to stick with the Bulldog light armor. Oh, he heard Wacky up there.
Still, it's gonna push him off. He's gonna use his utility.
A little surprised to see them, just kind of make so much noise as he's jumping up there. But I guess he doesn't care as long as Cookies backs off and then gets some information themselves. As Freefy is going to try to just throw his ult down all the way across the entire map, but does not land a single shot onto anyone. Might have been a little aggressive usage from that Sova ult.
Yeah, a little hasty there. I think it's pretty hard to hit them blind across the map. Yeah, they probably should have waited on using his drone or maybe his dart.
You know that the entire team is still in that A main area, though. Tunisub
Yeah,
has
this is-
pushed up mid, and they, from that last dart, they know that they have not rotated off of the A side yet. Cookies
Yeah, they're
sees
still
them.
not quite all
Cookie
here.
saw that.
Freefy.
Active
Freefy's
lock
still
seconds left.
deep on B.
Yeah, and Active Locket unfortunately kind of put, a little bit of his gun out. Oh, Active Locket was not ready at all for that. He still had his knife out by the looks of it until he got to the box. And that is going to be a free pickup from Tunisub. Nice kill from him. As we're going to see the
if they
Master
check
Splinter
the
ult
angle.
come in himself.
10
Oh,
seconds
wait, he
They're
canceled
not.
it
They're
himself.
not. They're dead.
Silence.
Spike down. B.
Oh, Freefy, nice pickups from him. But
I have this fight.
unfortunately, that means that Senpai is just going to have to try to survive with this gun, and survive is he going to? Does look like
Looks like
him
he
and
should,
Splinter.
yep.
Yeah. Him and Splinter are going to just be at least able to get out of there pretty easily with those guns. That's pretty important when you look at the round count now at 11. You're 1 point away from, being at match point.
This goes here.
Yeah, that was interesting. They made a lot of noise and then kind of rotated off, but didn't really commit to that, and then just kind of sat there and then went to B too late. But well played on Freefy there to end up stopping the round.
Get out of my way!
They're going to run
See
in.
Shittle.
Cookies and Tizzy are going to try to slow them down, but that's not going to be enough. Wow, Cookies is even going to use the ult to force him out of there, but unfortunately he's going to get taken down by Wacky almost immediately. And he's going to shoot him down, it looks like, as Tizzy... Oh, it looks like they're just barely going to be missing each other there. Unfortunately, Active Locket and Tizzy not going to match up, but that does not matter if you're the side of the Kopais because they still managed to get the 2-for-1 here.
Senpai's got a nice lurk here.
No more
Once again, that Tizzy shutting the
I
door
know
early and
exactly
shooting it
where.
works out kind of against the Kopais, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter this time.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, and peeks into the Blam.
Oh, Senpai is unfortunately getting taken down by Blam, and they've got Arena in a 1v3 situation. And of course, it's the one person you don't want it to be. It's Blam. As he makes it a 1v2 situation, you guys gotta stop taking these 1v1s.
Yeah,
Nice
there it
pickup
is.
from the Bunny Prince.
8-11 now. This is a real game. 3-round differential. Economy is, you know, kind of shot on both sides. You're gonna see them keep doing this A pressure. Oh, never mind. Looks like they actually want to do B.
Off's gonna come in for active locket. We'll see if he takes a long angle with that.
Oh, and
Hopefully
they're
he can make good
stacking
use out of that.
A. Looks like this isn't gonna work out too well.
Oh,
Creepy just
no.
gonna run.
Active locket even gets the one across the side onto Cat there. Nice pick from him.
Ooh.
Wacky's also gonna pick one up. This is a free bomb plant onto B, and we're all of a sudden in a 5v3 situation.
Very quick ace side pick. And
Oh, he
it's
gets out!
gonna-
That's
It's
huge.
gonna leave.
Because now
Gonna leave Revenge of the Bus.
yeah, that's huge.
Oh,
Now active
boy.
locket just got a lot of pressure here. Tizzy, what can you do? You are in a 1v1 situation with an op at a long distance with a Spectre.
She got through.
Let's manage to get the pass. But we're still just in a 2v4 situation on site here. As Tizzy
Wacky.
goes down to Wacky here as Cookies now the last member remaining for Revenge of the Bust. See if he can try to get some money out of the economy at the very least of the Kopais. Ooh,
Trying to
does
make
get a
him die to the
splinter.
bomb. Looks like Wacky's gonna die.
Oh, unfortunately though, not able to pick up any more than that. Manages to get 2 guns out of the hands of the Kopais though. That is still pretty big.
Yeah,
Especially when you look at the money situation that's going on across the board.
good effort. The op still in the hands of active locket though. That is definitely the more important thing. Cookies though, looks like he's going to say, you know what, you want to op? I'm gonna op too. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play this game. See what Cookies can do with this op.
Cookies is gonna have to try to make something happen with it because if not, we're in a bad situation. Oh, they know Cookies has the op already.
They missed this, but Lamb is close here. And they're gonna put a lot of pressure onto A. Senpai coming in with another lurk.
Enemy suppressed.
He's just oh no, he suppressed the Sova as the drone was out, stopping the
Oof.
drone from getting that information that was much valuable. That much valuable information is now just gone. Nice play from Cookies saving that dagger. I keep saying dart, but it is in fact a little knife.
Wacky is just sat, kind of stuck in wine. They're gonna see each other. Wacky almost picking up the kill there.
Wacky, I think Wacky kind of seems like he started to think he had the kill. He kind of was looking like he was turning off. Unfortunately, though, that's going to be a pickup onto Wacky there, and Senpai both being dead. Very big news for the side of Revenge of the Bust.
It looks like they're kind of stuck here in mid. They don't really know what to do. Cookies is gonna rotate over to B,
30 seconds left.
but Senpai's come guys taking us very slow now. Probably just want to keep their guns. I don't guess not.
Corner. Oh no, Tuna Sub gonna
Spike
go
down
down,
mid.
or he's gonna take down Master Splinter, excuse me, and then it's gonna get taken down as a trade from Active Locket, but that's not gonna be enough.
10 seconds left.
Bunny Prince, no, you're not looking mid.
Last player standing.
Ooh.
Oh no. They should know the last member is around here somewhere. Pizza or Market. And that is going to be a dead Bunny Prince and a flawless thanks to the resurrection of Tizzy resurrecting the Tuna Sub there.
Match point.
Got the eco res, and this time it's gonna put us on match point. Should be a gun round still. Active Locket gonna go for op light shield. Very
Interesting.
confident in his opping.
He believes in it wholeheartedly. As we looks like Tizzy's gonna be picking up the op for the side of Revenge of the Bust. Except just kidding, he's gonna have 2. Blam and Tizzy are both gonna be opping here. See if this can secure that match victory on this much needed win for the side of the Kopais. Senpai is gonna get a
Ooh.
nice pickup though. The wall's gonna immediately come down from Tizzy, not trying to manage anything.
Express coming in, but they can still shoot down the wall if they choose.
Oh no, Splinter. Splinter's not gonna check it.
They have complete mid control.
Oh,
They can
Wacky
do a
has
lot.
a nice swing
Ooh,
onto Tizzy.
that's
This is a
important.
5v3 situation now. Blam still has that off, but he's kind of behind them now.
Let's see. We can't see him? They're gonna take this A side.
Spike
Wacky has a really interesting position.
Cookies picks up 1. Cookies picks up 2. As now we're suddenly in a 3v2 situation here. As Blam, though, still with an off. Not known for being the best retake gun. Oh, that is a huge
Cookies.
pickup from Cookies.
One enemy remaining.
Blam gonna pick up a huge one himself as Senpai. Now, can you do anything yourself? No, you cannot. And Blam's gonna pick up the final kill as Cookie's gonna defuse the bomb. That's gonna take them into a 3-1 record,
Defenders
securing their
win.
spot in the playoffs
clean
and
up.
ensuring them
I
no
don't think
worse
about the trash.
than second place if tiebreakers pay. Phenomenal play from them. Great first half from them and nice recovery on the second half there.
Yeah, very well played from both teams. Super nice try recovering their Wacky coming up huge this game. But that's gonna do it for the first game.
Yeah, very big first match of the night. It looks like we might have our top 2 seeds already kind of mapped out for the playoffs, and we'll see if any major shakeups happen. But make sure you guys do stick around. Love having you here. It's been great, fun match. Always fun to watch. Like the likes of Blam, Senpai, Matt. Those guys play. So never a dull moment with it. But make sure you guys stick around. It's been great having you here. It's been Kaiser and Disenchanted once again. See you guys next time.